Another dollar, another day. And if she had the proper words to say, she would tell him. She'd have nothing left to sell him. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down. Hey everyone! Sorry that it was such a long build up, and also that we were on this live stream without me at the start. Yeah, starting was kind of messy today. Anyway, get control going while that's getting started up. Yeah. Oh, why do you always gotta ask me? DirectX 11, I don't have ray tracing, so 12 don't matter. Oh, anyway. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a good one. Got to spend some time with my D&D group. Both of them, actually. For my Saturday one, I decided I was gonna switch characters. It was only after 2 sessions, but Pacifist Bard and dual classing as a rogue left me not only weaker but left the character feeling very, I don't know, one-dimensional, I guess is the best way to put it. Just wasn't fun, you know? Let's see here. That one. If I do that. There we go. Okay. Now that, and we're good. Okay. So yeah, last time on when we were playing Control, we made it into the oldest house, gained some abilities, gained a strange gun, and talked to the board several times, as well as gaining access to a old red Bakelite phone that let us talk to a dead guy, as well as more directly with the board, who is a very strange thing. I'm not entirely sure what to think of them. They're definitely not from this world, but they seem to have a strong connection, and I wouldn't say full knowledge of it. At best, rudimentary, but still. Anyway, last time we got the water and power set up for that. So now we have to internal lockdown using the directorial override, which means let's see here. We're there. It's like we have to go that way. Not mean to press that button. Well, actually, I kind of did. I just didn't behave the way I thought it was gonna. Central maintenance. Here we go. Field training. We went to the field training. That's where we got. Which was it? Nope, not that one. It's the pickup. It's that. There we go. Our shield. Rock processing. Sector elevator. Right? Oh no, we went. Gosh dang it. Nope, and I pressed escape again. No, we went too far one direction. I already checked in both of those, so need to go over here. Here we go. NSC energy converters, right? Where we need to go, map? Yes, I believe so. This map can be hard to understand sometimes. Trying to get to where we need to go. Control room is up here. Go down. Yeah, go ahead and blow up your own cover if that's what you want to do. Not see this last time we were here. Oh, or I guess I did. Okay. Here's Johnny. I built up too much on that one. And got shot because... Two birds, one box. Third box, now on MSNBC. I actually have no idea if that's the case or not. Just remember it as a show from when I was in my younger days. Oh right, if they're right, I forgot I have that ability. If they're low enough health, I can grab them and basically just snatch the entirety of their health out of them. Right, energy, electricity level, and water levels are looking good. Ugh. Getting more comfortable. There we go. All right, we got this. I see you. Shotgun. Saw that. Got us some more of those health pips back. When's that control point? Rid of all this funky wall movement stuff. Right. Now if we come here, we can watch the full thing instead of just the little clips, which usually gives us a bit more info. So yeah, we get little bits like that. We can come back here and look at it. Multimedia, the furnace research recording. Search and records, his charge. These are the guys that explode in our faces. Unthinking fixation on any uncorrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The hiss charge is depleted of the hiss corruption after the eruption. The host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The hiss charged are designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. If the is the hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, answers, and then Trooper, which is the big heavy dude we beat in the water area last time. Missions. Did that. Gosh dang it. I must not have been paying much attention if I took that last one. Gun even acts as the key. Makes sense since the only person that can bind it is the director. Also makes sense why he was trying to bind it to himself. Central research. Now, when I was first playing this game, I thought that the wavy thing was meant to be like a representation of the player, guiding her with what to do. But nope, it's something completely different. Honestly, that probably would have been a cool way of doing it, but who knows? Maybe they had a different story in mind. From what I've been told and from what I've heard, this game seems to go into the Alan Wake game series, which is another one of this studio. So maybe that's the reason. Yeah, I don't know what the actual. Hold on, let me. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to turn the audio, desktop audio on. Well, at least I remembered this time, right? That bad. But at least there's subtitles, so it doesn't have a big effect on. Didn't have as major of an effect. So.
Director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Can't prove it to him. Board countermeasures. We'll grab that one. And we'll take that. And I'm going to abandon that one. That one. Take that. No. So basically, I don't really take ones that are in a specific sector. They're too specific.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily.
Well, before we do that, Jess, let's head back here. Was there some way that
The power plant brings up a lot of new
I can refresh these?
questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the
Oh, and astral constructs. Okay, so spin is the next one we need to get if we want to keep going on this upgrade path and get me the thing, but no, I think we've got a. No, we don't. Let's grab spin. And then we'll we'll get the upgrade for grip in a little bit.
Our plan is largely confidential.
So if we were to go here and grab spin, so spin is basically a Gatling gun. Spin specific. You can see what they're for here. Each weapon, one of these has their own little symbol. Don't remember how to see that. But so that one right there is a spin. What's that type? There is no point in us keeping duplicates. Especially since, as you can see right here, for the damage boost, some of the duplicates are weaker than the others. So let's see. This one is, it increases the accuracy of spin. Take that. Let's again sort by type. Tear down both of those. Let's see, right now we have a launch energy, okay, of 9. This one's 10, so we'll take that 10. By the way, so that is a reduction in the energy cost. I really like using launch, and show here. It's back in.
It has to be a fusion reactor.
We go to abilities. You can see last time we really upgraded launch. So right now we're at 25, 50. I wonder, are these additive? So is it 25 and then an extra 50, extra 50, extra 50, and 75? Or is it 25 then plus 50 and you don't get any bonuses till you get down to this one? It would have to be additive, because then there'd be no point in having this last one down here. 6th one down here. If it wasn't additive, there'd be no point in that because there's nothing after it. So.
There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
Alright, let's head back in here, shall we?
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind. Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
Okay, just double checking. Messed up the first time. Feeling a little overly cautious. Alright.
Thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it, The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my key card. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Alright, 4 abilities. Hit. Outline, hiss. Old Boys Club. Maintenance, major targets. Alright, we'll go take a look at those first. But before even that, let's see if we got anything new to talk about.
Hi, Jesse.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
Sounds like I touched a nerve. He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. Ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material. Could have at least thought up a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts? It's true. I ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water. It was a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project. I forget what he was researching.
There's that file that I've been wanting to find out more about. We'll have to check that one afterwards. See if it's filled itself out now.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I haven't told him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
And control points.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right. And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What, I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of.
Why? Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god.
We haven't actually used that, but
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
Okay. It's just, wow. This blows my control point theories right out of the water. I love it.
alright.
See you soon.
Be careful out there.
Okay, so we're gonna start using the teleport, but first head down here, use our abilities, get ourselves some extra health. That gets us the thing which gets us an extra personal mod slot. Once we use 14 more, we can get one. It's our last point. For constructs, still just that same ritual. So we need more source and more ritual. Alright, before we head out, let's put that other 7 versus a 10 we're not gonna do. Let's get ourselves an energy boost in there. Here we go. The hiss. The hiss spread is searching for transmissions to corrupt chaos. The astral plane is a conflux switchboard. The hiss will come for us all. You must stop, shut up them. That's all the info we get on the hiss from the board. Alright, clearance level 3 now. Go with that one. This, and we will now fast travel. This is why I didn't want to use it before, because this is actually helpful. There we go. Also, if you're teleporting around the same area, you get so many of these loading screens. Each time you get one each time you teleport. At least I'm pretty sure. Testing. I don't think I ever actually did that when I was playing. What's the sound for you guys? Yep. Stuff. Yeah, we need to go to the energy converters. Not that button, Red. Not that button. So yeah, that's what spin does. Personally, I very much prefer the normal one. I am going to switch back. Nope. I don't want to spin there. Give me grip, please. There we go. There we go. Hey. Ah. More of you guys. I didn't see you over there. Oh, wait. Jeez. So yeah, every once in a while we'll get missions like that that are specific. And that we should go and take a look at right away. Yeah, as you can imagine, getting rid of fire boost on spin can go pretty darn crazy. But as you guys saw, it's not very accurate, and I don't really like have to worry about burst firing. All right. Let's test it out. Ventilation. Let's see. Is it any? I mean, it's probably faster overall. It's definitely faster than just running here. Not trying to pause it with escape game. I'm trying to just get out of that menu. All right, let's head back in here. What's this job, Ati? Clear the clog. Alright, so for this... Ah. You say the clog came from Finland? From what I understand, these creatures and things are the physical manifestations of generally held concepts among all of humanity. So the clog is the physical manifestation of just everyone in the world's worry about clogs and how bad they can be in your plumbing and stuff. Just taken to an extreme because of how many people it worries. Let's keep going. Yeah, no. I jumped instead of dodged. And as you can see there, we lose some of our little echo thingies when we die. No getting those back either. Just gone. No Dark Souls or anything like that where we can go back to the same place or kill the enemy that killed us and get them back. Come on, finish up with the loading. Oh, wow. Dang, Jesse, those are some strong legs you got on you. Right. I know I'm not the best shot. Okay. Alright, gotta head this way and deal with that cloak. Oh, no, it's like... Guess I'm gonna have to get used to that as well. Escape is my default, go back. But apparently not the case here. Dang it. Ow. Ah, there's a door back here. Fog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water systems is back. As you guys are probably expecting, considering the game and its age rating. Wrong language. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? Why the hell does Adi keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. Guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. You're talking to someone that's dealt with industrial grade cleaner.
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Stuff I've used is so strong that that they have to. It's not only sealed inside of the plastic bottles at Home Depot and Ace. They seal that plastic bottle inside of a plastic bag, so it doesn't spill. Contain simulacrum. No unique procedures required. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make a note describing the new form. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: ring of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting Formula I-14 and or I-32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. Background. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival in the oldest house is unknown. It looks like we need 2 power boxes. That goes in there. Get this. That opens both. But if we go here and go up, recover it without getting caught. Right, just gotta activate the pump now. Bye bye.
Down there to clear out the rest of it.
All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Clog. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Yeah, you're just kind of nasty. All right, let's get these few items. Ooh. Notice how that one was a red one. That's a level 4. So the current one reduces projectile spread by 12%. This one does 20. Also, we got quite a few here. Extra overlaps. Using the best of the choke, so we will put that and that away. The rest of you can stay. It looks better damage. Do we have no? Barely ever get those. No. Oh, it increases accuracy. All right, let's take that damage one instead. Right. Go. Boys Club. Let's get back, shall we? Yeah, I saw that coming. Hey. Stop it. Yeah. There we go. That got us back up to full health. But yeah, see now why I upgraded drones so much? Now those smaller guys, even with the armor, we can take out with the shield. Take out with a single throw. Without even it having to be an explosive. Alright, it's there. Alright. Have some new abilities to do. Let's upgrade our health. Extra 20% armor. New and astral well, we can upgrade our grip. Yes, please. Okay, nothing to do there. Rather have grip be the base, please. Should have done it this way. And in addition to the increased damage, the damage against armor. Fast travel. So where are we? The central executive. We can then take the elevator from there. Either way, it's got to load the stuff. He's the Lord for tea.
Hope has asked us to document she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Can't help but wonder why, oh, that's a crazy thing. Then why don't these guys seem to acknowledge it when we do it? Research sector. No response to us just suddenly appearing there? Is it an effect that it prevents you from noticing that we just suddenly appeared there? Also, I like how they're like, yeah, no, the fast travel thing, that's an actual in-game thing. It's not just your character is technically running from one spot to another just while you're not paying attention. Basically, which is how other games like Skyrim and whatnot handle fast travel. Central Research.
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries. Authored studies of grave importance. And in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Right.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
So yeah, building shift cut off the ritual division. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Well, That makes that a bit easier. Can't wait for that. Yep, because remember, for those guys, whenever they do that big attack, they're basically stuck in place while they're prepping it up, so they can't come after you. Alright. Use the pattern. I'm gonna head up and away from you guys. Those holes and whatnot do always... Ah, jeez. Oh, you guys can do it. There we go. Shield boost personal mod. Dimensional research, huh? Oh, I don't know what I was expecting. Whoa. That's a new thing, and this place is wow. What is dimensional research? Ashtray maze. Before we do that, wow, we got a lot. What reduction for this? Or shatter. Shield upgrade. That. Yeah. It's Dr. Darling's.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling.
Yeah. Unlike before, in this case, the first one that we saw was the entire thing. Outline. What did you say fully about the ashtray maze trench?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Maybe that's where Darling is. Watch, if we run down here. Here. Box this off there. Here. That off. Back through here. We're right back to where we started. We can repeat that as many times as we want. We literally cannot get through here. We can get some useful stuff a couple of times. Ah. 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 Tickling my button. Yeah, we can't get through there without getting Trench's permission or binding the ashtray to ourselves. And when I was playing on my own, I had yet to find that, so I have no idea what's on the other side of that maze. Back through here. Ah, it's in here.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway? Fuck.
He's looking disheveled.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
So, yeah. Get to... Wow. Oh. What is this? Astral plane. Examination of paranatural topics, the astral plane and objects of power. Summary. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies, but an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to the item, making it an object of power. Maybe the board? Created by the board and the astral plane? So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the old house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Those are tesseracts. No, they're not actually tesseracts. Like a partial tesseract from the right angle. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss, but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abrams Lewis. Someone's trying to bribe the doctor. Getting more subtle things. Ooh, major targets and executive. We don't have to go after all of them. No! Yeah. Utilization of paranatural elements. Resonance. Resonance. It's there, but we can't see it. Vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted I've called redacted. The redacted admits a force that is far beyond the forces we've dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points, but what else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file redacted for full report. So I think that this is the ordinary incident. Opened the door to a mention to a entity I've called, and then whatever he called the one that contacted him. Redacted emits a force that is far beyond the force. That's what I'm guessing. Already there. Astral plane counter essay. Alternative perspective objects of power and their astral connections. Dr. Darling. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the board. Entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, in fact ingrained into the very nature of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon, or maybe resonance. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more malicious? Dangerous? It's everything. Hello. Goodbye. Gotta be careful with those. They'll go off their own time after a bit. We got that armor upgrade. Go. Best time to take out the chair, guys? Right just like the normal flying guys, right as they're building up. All right, let's check some of these side rooms. We'll just go from top to bottom, checking all the rooms, seeing what else we find. Plant complaint. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. Where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Dr. Lewis. Run Reds? Oh, just the plant complaint. What's in here? Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. So whenever there's a game with a projector in it, one thing I always want to check, what happens when you pick it up? Keep doing the projector thing. And yes, the ones here do. It stays accurate. That's really cool. You don't see that in a lot. A glimpse into the paranatural, synchronicity and the unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand. Sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. Visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. You're starting into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Refer to file redacted for full report. Right, well. That's everything here. Let's... Oh, Old Boys Club, please. Thank you. That's what I want tracked. Hey, I got something heavy and metallic. Mind holding it for me? Come on. I didn't get a 2-for-1 on that one. Ooh, we got a deputy operative here. Wait till it was close enough. Luckily, it still missed. There we go. Come down and take a look at that in a little bit once we handle up here. Shelter, shelter. What are you sheltering? Ooh, loot. Not the instrument. Alright. Nothing else in here. Alright, let's see here. So we just got to destroy these resonance sites. Now we should be able to get into parapsychology. There we go. Right. There we go. What? Ah! Hey, Hish, you're resonating the walls.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Not resonating, shifting the walls. Well, I didn't hit him with the board, but I hit him with the pole. Thank you, health bars. Hey, you like booms? Here, try mine. Okay, that all really sucked. My shooting there really sucked. Have it back. Yeah. Return to sender. Alright, good, we're all done. Oh, no, we're not done yet. Now we're done. Well, that one sucks. Yeah, no, not getting in there. This one is just a bunch of floating stuff. Sealed area. Yeah, looks like someone exploded. And that one also sucks. Emergency call supplement. Hold on one sec. Details. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. Dispatcher. 911, what's your emergency? Voice. Hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? Dispatch. I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? Voice. I'm, inside the wires. I'm lost. Dispatch. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? Voice. I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Dispatch. Go where, ma'am? Voice. Go. Gone. Away. Dispatch. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Dispatch. Ma'am? Hello? Ma'am? Note, dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. That ain't creepy. Astral exhibition. Over here so the center of the spot doesn't mess.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid, house tied to the director, the process of choosing a director tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Right. Another control point claimed. Let's see, nothing there, but we do have more in astral constructs. Yes, Pierce! Just gotta get enough source. We've already got enough of the stuff. I want that so bad. Board countermeasures. Cool, we can collect a reward on that. Maintenance sector, maintenance sector, maintenance sector. Executive sector. I don't have anything for the research sector, so I'm not going to bother because we're not in the research. Because we're in the research sector right now. Also, still a picture of us that's there, despite the fact that, you know, we... Whoa. That's cool. That's creepy. What do we got? Processes and best practices. Astral plane exhibition. The astral exhibition was originally built for astronauts to use as a training location. A place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. Could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted's behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity, now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Oh, even the people behind the protective glass. Oh. You. Alright, here we go. This is a pain to get around. So basically, here's the way it's supposed to work. Nope. Work. Oh, right. Gotta get this thing powered up. Now we should be able to lock it in if we can get it back here fast enough, far enough. There.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Anyone else hear a strange screaming?
Damn it! We need backup down here. Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Well then. Yep. Those things will heal all the enemies around if we don't take it out first. So it is top priority. Come on. There. Okay, that sucks. Oh, and you suck too. Yeah, you heard me. You suck. Same for you. Two for one. Ow, that was bad button presses. Go. Completed that job at least. I almost got a 2 for 1 there. Ah, there goes your shield, buddy. There we go. Segmented brain for our effort. Captive audience. Ooh. Group think. Rethinking groupthink. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Ochs' original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of the redacted and... Ooh, loot. Alright, cleanse that control point. Hello.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jessie Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She got that right.
Well, that's not good.
You? Really?
Oh, and it's you guys. Sucky ones. Ooh, 2 for 1. All right. Oh,
Welcome to the party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
all right. Bathrooms. Oh, dead person no more. Rubber duck. A152AE. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his doctor's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an alternate item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Claim that. Don't gotta purify it, just claim it. Cat. Fish. Take that.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Let's turn that over to get some good luck on our side. Get that going. And that one. We don't have security level 5.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Faden. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jessie. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
I see rangers over there. We have to help them.
Yeah, that plus means that there's one of those just resonant spheres nearby. Healing him up. We do damage. Means we've either got to take him out quick. Ritual division. There we go. Oh. Oh, not these guys. I don't like ye. Well, 2 for 1 there. Using corpses. Hey. Oh. I say this is a serious one. Yeah, it's a serious one because we got Parakinesiology Chief Lewis here. I just punched you. Oh, you have the shield. That's not nice. That's not nice. Got help. Gotta wait for that. Ow. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Trying to find more pips that aren't exactly right on his rear end. Yep. Go. I just got to take out the small fry. Some good upgrades too. All right. Now let's actually do this, Jesse. Oh, there you go. All you walls go back where you're supposed to be. You know where. Where is this place I'm supposed to be? Well, at least I haven't made it there yet. Okay. Ah, right. We've got upgrades. Let's see here. Type. I can go. I can go. That one. That one. 16. Good. What about this? Okay, so let's. Oh, wow. Got quite a few. Okay, well. Get that one. For that. This can go. That can go. That goes. Actually, I think we've got enough to get that, construct. Okay, so here's the thing. Pierce is my baby. Pierce is my baby. So here's the normal one. Okay. That recharge. Here's Pierce. Get that little lady upgraded enough, and it's enough to take down most dudes with a single shot. It is over here through the ritual office, though. Maybe that's the wrong button to press there, Jesse. Clara, file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the Black Rock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future, however, as my analysis of this newly discovered Black Rock variant is reaching a critical point. I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for your expeditious delivery. Regards, Research Specialist Dr. Clara Vogue, Federal Bureau of Control. Research, rituals. Tangible effective rituals. Summary. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing redacted, called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Neurology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Yeah, all those little weird things you do, according to Control, there's a darn good reason for it. Just gonna here make sure it's all looking good. All right. A little button presses so I can see what you guys may be saying again. And there's a shelter over here. What's in here? Ooh. Got some loot. What do we got? An intrusive pattern. Oh. Detective studies. I'm guessing that this is where they study the not AWEs, those are places. You're reacting to something.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
Personally, I would have started with the try to communicate one first. You know, so that if it actually is willing to respond, you're not electrocuting, then burning, then pouring varying levels of acid on it.
Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. Taken over.
See an open door. Bog, that better not be you. Could be something in here. Apparently not. Something over here, though. Loot. Arrow keys. There we go. Missed that line first. HRA lab.
Any idea how to make it work?
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminal.
Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range redacted to redacted hertz with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism on a redacted. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance. Redacted in the prism will be explored and explained.
How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
We have a 1, 2. 4 is up there. So what's this?
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
Okay. Okay, so 4 is the full top with the bottom right. This one is number 4. And number 1 is the umbrella logo with the top right. Bottom left is 2. 3 is full.
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Bottom left is number 2. 3 is full. That means that number 5 should be by process of elimination. This one. Got a shot. That's too powerful. Okay. Roll in the top right.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
According to this one, number 4 should be top left and that in any one of these. No. Let's try swapping this one out for number 4.
It looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Oh, those two are swapped. Okay, so... Okay. Number 2 is full. Number 3 is bottom left.
What do the symbols mean?
And number 1 is umbrella logo.
What do these whiteboards mean?
Let's try missing number 4.
Try different
There.
combinations. One of them has to work.
Something about our ethereal friend likes that.
The prism's shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks.
Hey, we're up to level 4.
Base and executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Right.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Then? Down to... Look at how much stuff is past the ashtray maze. You know. Get this while we're here. Ah, dead. Two for one. That's why you keep the little gun with the pea shooter. Ow. Oh, you didn't actually get me. Go. Should be... Loot. I can't believe I missed that before. Spin grouping efficiency. I thought that was a high level one for my thing. Actually pretty close. Dang it. Okay. Oh, well, didn't mean to do that, but let's do this and that. I want this next time. It's the big guys. Let's grab the extra strength. That reward. It's maintenance. Executive. Research. I don't think. Here we go. Hey guys.
Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
Oh, I see it. There. That one's full. That one's just that. There we go. That unlocked the door. Good. We're all just kind of stuck in a mental fog, kind of. Loot.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut first class, and you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia? Yeah, buddy. I am. And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary? Yes, I do. Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Well, they definitely treat people better than the SCP Foundation. Use C's to complete the astral plane. The way to defeat them. There we go. So when an enemy is at low health, they can be seized. Which gets them to fight for us. Problem is getting them down to low health without actually killing them. Nope. Good work, playing director. X-ray bound validated. X-ray box now validated. So yeah, that's what the X-ray box does.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
And when their time runs out, their heads explode. Oh, hello. Yep. All right. We got ourselves the X-ray box. Now we just need to head down to maintenance. First, though, we'll go here. Seize duration. Seize duration. See, now we can have 2 people seized at once and seize large enemies when their health is low. I'm going to grab this because I know that will be helpful for a time later on. We don't have enough for... What about astral constructs? Nope. Don't have enough house memories to upgrade. Fast travel it is. Yes, power plant. Oh wow. We're almost to our 9 p.m. Ending time. Almost. Still got about half an hour. Come on. There you go.
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
All right. There's central maintenance. We need... Yeah, no, that's where we need to go. Also, by the way, Jesse, gosh dang, you're good with that gun. I don't know if you trained yourself at all, but dang. Central maintenance, Black Rock processing. Here we go. Hello. Goodbye. Where'd you move to? go. Oh, hello. Oh, didn't see you up there. Have a box. That last guy ran off too. I saw a lot of stuff in this room as we ran through. Loot and lore. Dodge efficiency. Not that we're going to use that. Listen, listen. Trench is on the warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants to know yesterday. Whoever did is going to get crucified. I don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. I'm not super keen on leading a witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? Tell you, not even counting the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. Someone wrote something that Trench was pissed off Trench, huh? What's down here? So yeah, what is here? Secret? Some loot? I don't like that these things sound like they're screaming. Switch. Okay, let's run this way. Knowing my like this is probably the way we're supposed to go. Something there. I think that just takes us back to that security checkpoint. Alright. Rules of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
Managed to find this place, huh? Two. This is the one I thought it was before. Okay, so we have to remember where all those items are, and we have to get this room to match. There. Here's pulled. Picture frame is even. Out. There we go. But I did it. Where's my key? Where's my key? Oh, third door. For some reason, I thought I had to go back to reception. Alright, Black Pyramid. Alright, same place we were, but now it looks like there's a thing on the right. 2, 3. Yep. Guessing that we're supposed to go that way, but not until we went the other way and saw that we're blocked. Oh. Stung. It looks like these airlock, for lack of a better term, things made out of the same stuff. Interesting.
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Oh. Remember that little thing I showed you before? Oh. I have to got some stuff to get through. It's here. Oh, the radio. That's the radio. It's so bright I can barely tell.
Reminder: if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
Because we wouldn't have been able to get through here. We don't have security, but this place isn't protected by the unbreakable. We're good. Bathrooms. Always check the bathrooms. Always check the bathrooms. Nope. Atlas theory. Structural analysis, the Atlas theory. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shapes and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL-03 for said dimensions, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. The previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, that the Atlas is a redacted of the redacted itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which make this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same redacted material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Oh, can't get to the Atlas chamber. Cool. What do we got? Something for our sniper? That's a pretty big energy boost one, and we're currently only still only sitting at 1. That's a 4, so that gives us an energy boost from 5 to 13. Yes, please. As for the rest of this, go away. Okay, you stick around. Okay, rest of you can stick around. Types. Same, just worse. Right. And missions. All right. Oh, not that way. No. Well, that's not good. So too bright. Yeah, with all the hiss armor go. There. Yeah, you're plenty strong. Get in there and fight for me. Thank you. Get back here. Turn to sender, please. I don't want it. There we go. Out of here, hiss. Out of my house. Out of my house. Oh. Come on. Gotta go through and research this place just to make sure I'm not missing any nice loot. A lot of weapons in here, dang. Right, let's see. Hold on.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Check up this way as well. Guess I should have started on this side. Nope, nothing. Careful with the legs, Jesse. Should be more careful with your legs, actually. Ooh, loot. What do we got? Just more materials.
See, you're still you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are out. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. But I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Right, gather up what we need.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz, Rupert Wells. Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success.
What a surprise. And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire.
Medic, what's the damage?
They've each taken
I'd say she was more
We need to get them to a
enchanting
surgical
than
station
alluring.
ASAP. But I don't think they're stable enough to move.
Oh yeah? But they're gonna have
Did you tell your
because
CO
we are
about
moving out,
this?
and I am not leaving them behind. Until we
Because it didn't happen. Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Go away, I want to look at the stuff.
Hey, remember the
You. Get rid of you. This cluster. Thing's a weak spot. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case file OOP18 for details in the hypnosis lab. Section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes, known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. X-ray light. Here we go. Here's the thing we just synced up to. No unique procedures needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named Redacted. The object allows paranaturals to forcibly seize an individual's redacted. The seized individual becomes redacted to the user. The effect lasts redacted. Once released, the seized redacted as a result of psychic trauma most likely die. Background. Janitor named Redacted bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital and redacted. Soon, the building's occupants were redacted by him. Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to redacted the perpetrator and redacted the item. Fatalities numbered in the redacted. For operational details, see case 26 HQ 452. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all of this Hedron's research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. There. Yeah. Oh, residence. There we go. It's the ones we've seen. Hotline. Ah, objects of power. Objects of power are holders 665. To the other blessing. We hold the reins, law. We are failing in translating hyperreal concepts. Secrets, instructions will be lost. Ignore this message. So for those that are wondering, so the thing is the thing I got was, so normally we have this, but when I disable it, it launches them all forward. That's what that ability I got was. And it's this boss that we're going to finish up real quick, and then we will call it for the day that it is very useful against.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Oh, this is supposed to be super dense. Although I guess it's just supposed to be psychically dense. Not actually dense.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? Shit. What the fuck?
Yep. This angel-looking mother lover. Kinda see where it's at. Certain bits of movement. That's why I wanted the launch thing. I can use the shield to protect me from that scream of its. Launch it, stun it, and then fire off a bunch. Best way to take out this thing. Saw you. There we go.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
Anything that turns your defense into an offense is a good thing. All right, let's just check around the area real quick. Normally, because I was so late in starting, I'd try and go a little bit long. First of all, I'm really tired today for some reason. Probably because family finished visiting. And secondly, this next section is very long.
Where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The barrier is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black
Hello,
rock
beautiful.
comes from.
We get nothing.
Too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes
It has the
from a
unique
threshold.
property of blocking out a lot
Ari?
of frequencies. A
So,
good thing.
the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural natural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily, the codes, Black Rock 665, Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again if you...
Darling's key. This should get us into the quarry.
Security level 5. That's good. What do we got? BlackRock. BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure, comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonances within a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further investigations using BlackRock. Its work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. What's up here? Alright, just some loot. Oh wait, was that a... Oh yes, it was. So yeah, after a certain point, you'll notice we start getting these upgrades. Starts doing a bit more than you would expect. Anyway, we will be heading into the Black Rock Quarry next time. So let me just, there we go. All right, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. As always, like I say every single time, I stream, for those that aren't aware, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays here on Twitch. I'm only saying that for the people that are watching on YouTube, or that might be watching on YouTube. If you want to know when I'm going live, following on Twitch is definitely a good thing. I'm trying to get to 50 followers. After that, I'll set a different goal. We'll see how things go. I also post to Twitter. How old am I again? Post to Twitter. Frick me. I post a tweet whenever I'm going live. And on that tweet is a link to here, which I found makes it a bit easier because it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. You get the tweet and want to come in and see what's going on, you can just click on the link, and whether if it's your phone or your computer, it'll take you right here. Anyway, while I am figuring out who we are going to be rating today, before I do that, so I've muted desktop. I forgot what I was going to say, as is pretty typical of me. Who's doing control in English today? Ooh, this dude's got a funny hat. Oh wow, they're a lot farther than I am. All right. / It's not a / All right, so yeah, I'll be sending you guys over to the Wide Murloc. Never played WoW myself, but I know enough that I understand what that is. Anyway, I will be seeing all of you guys on Thursday. Pretty sure we're going to be going back and doing, what's it called? Bug Snacks again, but we'll see. Thursdays are my chill and relax, whatever I'm feeling kind of streams. Anyway, send you guys off to the Wide Murloc, and I will see you all next time. You all have a wonderful day. See you all then.